All right, thanks for joining us on another episode of GSL News. It's been probably 4 to 6 months since we've had one of these, maybe longer. I think the last one had our Christmas tree in the background, but it was recorded in January, I believe. But anyway, it's been a while, so we're going to give you an update of what's going on in Guardian Safe and Lock. It's post-COVID, for one. Things are as normal as they can be, I guess, especially with the supply shortages and delays in receiving things. There's new challenges post COVID, and we're dealing with those, and we're dealing with them fairly well, I would say. But there has been some challenges getting parts quick enough sometimes. But for the most part, we're doing all right. So hopefully that continues on. We're still on track to have another sales gain, beating our last year sales, which last year we had a 36% sales gain, and we're beating that this year. So what's going on in Guardian Safe and Lock? Well, a lot is going on. One is we've got the Make Locksmithing Great Again, the trademark, finalized. So since we've already finalized Make Locksmithing Great Again, we've already been putting it into use, as you can see over above our door over there. It's also on the outside. It's also on some apparel. It's also on some stickers. It's also on our website. It's also on some vehicles. So we'll be using that Make Locksmithing Great Again slogan, which is trademarked now by us. We'll be probably selling some apparel eventually, maybe some hats, some who knows what, but we'll be selling some stuff on our website, so stay tuned for that. Also, I'll save that one for last. There's a good one I'll save for last. We've also came out with 3 recent blogs. One of them has to do with Reking versus changing hardware, the difference. You know, people call all the time, say, hey, I need to change my locks, and you have to decipher, do you mean physically change your hardware or rekey the locks? So we've written, Randall's written 3 blogs, one on rekeying versus changing locks, one on rekeying, and one on changing locks, changing hardware. So if you want to check out those blogs, they're on our website. I've got 2 big news. Let's start with this one. So every so many years, we kind of outgrow our space, which we're in that situation again already. Halfway through our lease, we've already outgrown our facility that doubled our size. We're outgrown that now. But every so often we have to kind of reinvent, sharpen up operations, get rid of software that is now no longer capable of what we need it to do, and replacing that software with things that are going to enable us to grow at the rate that we want to. So my brother works in mergers and acquisitions and is in the business of building businesses. But in the business of building businesses that are $10 million a year and up to billions of dollars. My brother has been personally hired to do this for Honeywell, Ticketmaster, Wells Fargo, just some of the big names. So he knows what he's doing. He's been doing it for quite a while, and now he's going to come here and he's going to help us. He's already in the process of doing that. Help us sharpen our operations, sharpen our processes, sharpen everything up so that we can get enabled to get to that next growth level. We're getting to where this is starting to become a pretty big company, and with that becomes a lot of responsibility and a lot of daily evolving tasks. So we'll be working with my brother and his company, NV Forge, to take us to the next level. So as you know, we have big goals in mind, and we want to start with becoming the leading provider in Texas and then go on from there. So stay tuned for what's to come from that. And for our final news, which is the biggest news, not that the previous one wasn't that big. For our final news, our YouTube channel is evolving, ever evolving. And I have reached out to multiple vendors about doing a Meet the Vendor episode, kind of like what we did with Windy City Wire. If you haven't seen that video, I'll have Randall put a link up above here so that you can check that video out. But it's called Meet the Vendor. We go out to the vendor, we tour their whole facility, walk through the whole process of what makes them unique, you know, what is their process, who their team members are, what makes them special, and then we put out a video about that. So we did that with Windy City Wire. So we also had a poll on our YouTube channel about who would you want to see next. And one of the top 3 that was wanted to be seen for Meet the Vendor was Locksmith Resource. So those of you in the trade might know Locksmith Resource is no longer going to be Locksmith Resource. I think it's official now as of November 1st. They are now going to be called Key Innovations, and they're located in Chicago. And Key Innovations basically is the merger of 4 companies. And those 4 companies are Midwest Keyless, Locksmith Resource, International Key Supply, and Yellow Key Supply. So all those are coming together, which will now be called Key Innovations. So what we're going to do is they have hired us basically to travel. They've taken care of our flight, our rental car, our hotel, our per diem, all that kind of stuff. And we're going to head out to Chicago November 29th. And we're going to make a couple videos. One will be probably a behind the scenes kind of video of us going on that trip and doing our thing. The other will be the Meet the Vendor episode for Key Innovations in Chicago. That's going to be a special project, a very unique project, and we can't wait to show you that project. But that's the first of many. We also have some other ones in the pipeline as well, which we'll announce as we get a little closer to that. But we are going to be going, Randall and I, to Chicago to record a Meet the Vendor episode for Key Innovations. So our channel is ever growing because of your support and because of our viewers. We appreciate the support as always. Hopefully that gives you a little insight to what's going on at GSL here. And we'll continue to keep you informed of what goes on. But we appreciate the support as always. And if you wouldn't mind, please follow us on all our YouTube channels. This one, Guardian Approved, Udropreneur, as well as you can follow us on LinkedIn, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. We're on all the social media platforms. We appreciate the support as always, and thanks for tuning in.